credibility to your objective?
As I said, we'll introduce legislation in the new year which will achieve the aim that I set out. And the legislation is one part of an overall plan that I set out to Parliament recently, and I'm confident that we can deliver on that plan and it will make a difference and reduce the number of boats arriving.
And on the question of the ECHR?
I said we'll introduce legislation in the new year which will deliver on the system that I said I would.
Anybody else want to follow that one up? Philip Dunn.
Thank you, Chairman. Prime Minister, I'm going to ask you some questions about your government's environmental commitments and how you're going to deliver them. Following the conclusion of the COP27 conference, which I was pleased you attended, I asked you on the floor of the House how you were going to personally ensure that as the structures for COP26 were dismantled with the teams and the structures of government changing, how were you going to deliver our nationally determined contributions? And you said you would personally drive it through government. You're not chairing the one cabinet committee that has some direct responsibility for this. So how are you doing that?
I think a couple of things, Philip. First of all, that cabinet committee, those decisions still come to me as part of the collective agreement process. So again, ultimately, I'm the ultimate decision maker. And the second thing, the number 10 team are intimately involved in all aspects of it, whether that's my office sitting on that committee specifically, the delivery unit process currently going over all the targets we have, and the policy unit involved with departments. And I think probably the third thing I'd say is, again, judge me by my actions, we've been doing it 7 or 8 weeks, and in that time I've already worked closely with cabinet ministers on various aspects of net zero, whether that's on and offshore wind, nuclear, and indeed energy efficiency, where I've specifically got involved as we've been developing policy there and making announcements.
The government lost a case in the High Court in relation to its net zero strategy. Are you involved in the review to refresh that strategy by the end of March?
Yes, I'll be doing that over the Christmas holidays because we intend to obviously respond to the High Court demand and indeed Chris Skidmore's net zero review. We'd like to do those